Hey guys, this is Frozen 2 Stranger Things Fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to another review. And today we're going back to my all-time favorite show, Stranger Things. Yes, I have reviewed almost all of the Stranger Things seasons. I reviewed season 4, both volume 1 and 2 when it came out back earlier this year. And I reviewed Stranger Things season 1, and I reviewed Stranger Things season 2. But this time, I'm going to be reviewing Stranger Things Season 3 to complete my entire Stranger Things season's review. So yeah, let's get started. Stranger Things Season 3 came out in 2019, aka my favorite year period. That year had Frozen 2, my favorite movie of all time, but having a Stranger Things season releasing on that year makes 2019 even better than it already was. So yeah, it came out in 2019, and basically the plot for this season tells a story of there's a story of the evil Russian scientists who use a machine to break open the mind flayer. The mind flayer comes from the outside world. The Russians open the outside world where the mind flayer comes in and infects people, including Billy Hargrove. And so, as the season takes place in the summer, specifically the 4th of July, we see our the main characters like having fun. The Hawkins kids are having fun and having some play dates, and also going shopping while the Hawkins teens, like Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan, they have a job now. Steve works with Robin, the new character played by Maya Hawke, one of the more popular Stranger Things cast, because Maya Hawke is actually the daughter of Ethan Hawke, if you didn't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense because of the last name Hawke. And when they discovered that Billy, who works as a lifeguard, was infected by the mind flayer, and they find out that the mind flayer is around. Everyone, all the characters are pretty much separated, just like Stranger Things season 4. I mean, actually, like separated in groups, just like season 4. They must do their own separate investigations of the mind flayer. You got Hopper, Joyce, and Murray. You got Steve. You got Steve, Robin, Dustin, and Erica, and then you got the main group, the Huggins kids, with the help of Jonathan and Nancy. So yeah, that's basically the best summary I can give. And yeah, they must have stopped the mind flayer and the Russians. So yeah, Stranger Things season 3 is what got me into Stranger Things. Because I remember I started watching Stranger Things before the season when I heard many people talk about it. I think my parents recommended me this show. Yeah, thanks a lot to my parents for recommending this show. I did not ever think this would be the greatest show of all time. Period. Yeah, I mean, Stranger Things season 3 is really what got me into Stranger Things. I mean, I was mind blown by this season, and I was like, yeah, nothing's gonna top this as the best season. Well, technically, when I saw the season 4 trailer, I was like so blown away by the trailer. I was like, okay, ooh, this could probably be the best Stranger Things season. And yes, I still think Stranger Things season 4 is the best Stranger Things season, without a doubt. But yeah, does Stranger Things season 3 hold up? That's the question. Absolutely. Stranger Things season 3 holds up, like a fine wine. Yes, it is not as good as season 4, but actually, to be honest, this is probably the one season that actually comes close to Stranger Things season 4. As much as I love season 1 and I adore season 2, they don't come close to this masterpiece. I love this season so much. This is the most fun season. This is actually the most fun season. I mean, if you're going to the season for fun, then season 3, you probably think that season 3 is the best season. But if you're actually looking for actual good storytelling or resonating characters and just getting and perfecting the horror genre, then season 4 is better. It's far superior at that. But yeah, I think with season 3, it's just so it's the most fun, the most colorful, the most joyous season yet. I mean, season 4 is the best, but I wouldn't say that because season 4 is more dark and grim and gritty. That's probably the reason why season 4 is better. I'm more into dark and serious stuff. But I love season 3 for its perfect summer charm to it. Yeah, this is a perfect so this is a perfect piece of entertainment to watch in the summer, and I will definitely rewatch this season on July 2023. I'm definitely gonna do that. Yeah, because yeah, where do I even start with this? Let's talk about some of the smarter stuff here, the more light-hearted aspect of this season, and then let's build up to the more dark and intense. Yeah, Max and L I love the chemistry. Yeah, Max and L I love how much how BF how I mean, how do I say this? I love that they're actually BFS. Like, remember in season two where Max introduced herself, but Elle like turned away. Well, guess what? Yeah, they're best friends now apparently, and they have a perfect BFF relationship. Max introduces Elle to life, like technically she introduces Elle to pop culture and society and stuff. And she literally tells Elle about how toxic boyfriends are, which is technically why Elle betrayed Mike, and Mike found out that Max was like so called quote unquote sabotaging Elle, but I mean, Max was just being honest. Max was just saying the truth, you guys. And Max even like shows Elle comic books like DC Comics. Yeah, maybe Seisik is more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan. Maybe Seisik could be in a DCU movie. Who knows? Um, and I mean, did she actually show Elle Marvel comics? Well, I don't know. Yeah, but I remember Elle Max said she isn't going. She wasn't not going to be casted in any superhero movie. But she said if there's any superhero movie that she's available to do, then she would do it. But she would put other actresses first before her, which that's what she said in the interview. I sent that interview in the community post I showed it. I mean, and I actually love the bonding between all the Hawkins kids. Even the boys have some really good chemistry. But I think Max and Elle are just too perfect together, and of course, well, there's like the time when the boys and the girls have to like be together. Yeah, and also like another reason why Elle and Max broke up is because of Hopper. Hopper hates seeing them together, and he wants to bring them apart. I get that point, but I think Hopper kind of like went overboard at that time. Yeah, Hopper went really overboard, saying that he wants to separate Elle and Max. It worked, but it's not because of him. It's because of Max, and yeah. When Elle said like "I dump your ass to Mike," that was probably my favorite line in the entire season by far. Yeah, Mike is honestly, I still think Mike is the most overrated Stranger Things character. Like, especially in season two, like it's like how he treated Max like garbage. I will never get over that. Like, no one was messing with Max unless if you're a villain. I can forgive if Max is messed with by a villain, because a villain is just doing his or her job. But messing with like a good character messing a good guy messing with Max, just no. This I mean, it really upsets me. Like, especially like when Ella pushed Max down the skateboard in season two. Man, that scene really made me upset. But yeah, now here we are. And also, yeah, Mike apparently actually got along with Max in episode 7. Wow, like I never thought that they would actually get along, but they actually did. But yeah, speaking of which, now let's get into the big stuff, because I was only like talking about the hangout stuff, and that's like the minority of this season, because wow, is an action sci-fi season. This is basically like the aliens of Stranger Things. If season 2 is Alien, season 3 is Aliens. Yeah, this is a lot more action packed than ever. I mean, yes, it does have some horror elements to it because of the mind flare and a few jump scares in the later episodes, but it's more of an action. It's more under the action genre. I mean, because you see a lot of times where Hopper actually fights the rushes like it's an action movie or something, and there's so much adrenaline rush to the action season. It's just so much fun. I love it. Yeah, I actually love the action, and there's a lot more attention to it too. Oh yeah, also like I love the looks of the Starcourt Mall. Yeah, I wish I went to the Starcourt Mall. Yeah, I actually love like how they portrayed 80s summer 1985. Yeah, this takes place in 1985, but yeah, the summer 1985. So no surprise that they showed the Back to the Future. Back to the Future. Well, I'll get to that later. But yeah, what was I say? Also like yeah, this I love the mall. And I wish I went there, and I want some scoops of hot. Yeah, yeah. Film Stuck actually. Film Stuck was my favorite YouTuber who isn't my friend. Or should I say my favorite YouTube critic? Yeah, he went to the Stranger Things Starcourt Mall exhibit. I wish I went to the Stranger Things event. I wish I would go to the Stranger Things Comic Con because I love it so much. And yeah, I would totally go there. If there's a Stranger Things Comic Con in my area, I would like personally like dress up as Max with a blue jacket and on, but I'm sure you're not gonna be my dad. Yeah, and I want some scoops of Ahoy, man. I'm an ice cream lover here. Yeah, and I want an ice cream. I want that ice cream, man. And what was I say? I think the best thing about this season is easily the character interactions, which I mean it's always been the best thing about this show. But I love the way that they do character interactions here. I mean, you got Ellen Max, but yeah, the best yeah, but I think Steve and Robin just probably might be my favorite Stranger Things duo ever. Maybe Lucas and Max could like become my favorite duo again, like in how it was back then. But maybe Lucas and Max are the best Stranger Things duo actually. Takes to season 4, but in this particular season, I think Steve and Robin are the best are the standouts when it comes to a duo because man they were made for each other. Yeah, I don't care if Robin's a lesbian. Some people in YouTube told me YouTube comment section told me that Robin is a lesbian. I think I commented about like shipping Steve and Robin, and then someone in the reply told me that Robin is actually a lesbian. Honestly, they never mentioned it. So I'm surprised. Robin never said about her being a lesbian. So yeah, um yeah, and I love their chemistry together. Yeah, they literally got on drugs together. Like there's a scene where like the both Steve and Robin were tied together in a chair by the Russians, and they were both drugged by the Russians. So they were both crazy, and Dustin had to like take care of them. And of course, you see Steve like being annoying. I hate annoying characters, but why is that Steven Robin's annoyance is actually like so much fun? Like why do I enjoy Steven Robin being so annoying? Yeah, that's actually pretty weird. But it's understandable that because that they were actually drunk, so I can totally see why they were acting like that way. Yeah, they were absolutely drunk. It's just hilarious. What else can I say? They also like and they even like watched Back to the Future together. Like yeah, I love like seeing how how cinemas were like back then, where we see people watching the iconic Back to the Future, which is easily my top five favorite movies of the 1980s. Yeah, Back to the Future is amazing, great masterpiece. I should probably review it like soon. Like I should probably review that movie in the future. We'll see. But yeah, and also not to mention this season is actually comedic as well. There are like so many comedic moments. Like now, not every single joke I remember. But I also like I think but all the comedic jokes are like from Steven Robin like and all in episode 7 like when yeah, of course when Steven Robin were drugged and they were being crazy, and it's just hilarious. And also like Steven and Steven Robin were like very loud in the theater and annoying, and everyone shushed him. And then they literally and then they literally walked out to get water, and then like Steve was like, oh, I think Marty's mom, McFly's mom, is trying to bang her son, like something like that. like Steve was like, mom is trying to bang her son, and yeah, and then Robin like tried to explain the plot of him to Back to the Future. Like it was actually clear. I mean, Robin's explanation actually made sense. You know what? Actually, I don't think Robin was drunk. I think it was only Steve that was drunk. But I don't know why Robin was acting that way too. But I guess she's Robin. I guess Robin's a lot energetic and has a lot of charm and wit to it. But I mean, Robin's analysis about the movie actually made sense. And then Steve just didn't understand. And then there's also this hilarious scene where Steve was like looking at the scene like it's so glorious, and then Robin also looked at it too, and then they got dizzy and threw up in the bathroom, and they were like literally sitting around in the bathroom like talking about like their relationship, which yeah, that was a scene that maybe absolutely shipped them. And yeah, I think Steven honestly, Steve and Robin should have been a couple. Yeah, Robin may be a lesbian, but she can change. I mean, um, LGBTQ is actually like from the choice of people. Like if you want to be gay and then later on you just if you want to be gay with someone and then you break up with that person because you choose to be with a girl, and that's fine. Same with Robin. Maybe Robin was a lesbian. How I would have maybe Robin like could have like stopped being a lesbian and then just be with Steve instead. That's actually called bisexual. If you had a girlfriend, if you have a if you're in a relationship with an opposite gender, and then you also and then you I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean by that. You had a relationship with the opposite gender, and then you suddenly become get into a relationship with the same gender. Yeah, why am I even talking about that? Yeah, but I was just proving a point about Robin being a lesbian. So technically, but yeah, let's talk about some of the best episodes of the show now. Yeah, episode two is like episode two is top tier. It's mostly thanks to Max and Elle's relationship, and Max has some really great quotes in this show as well, like some memorable quotes. I mean, in this season, like there's more to life than stupid boys trying things. There's more to life there's more to life than stupid boys, and then when Elle said friends don't lie, Max was like, well, yeah, well, boyfriends lie all the time, and then just try things on until you find something that feels. Just try things on until you find something that feels like you, not Hopper, not Mike, but you. Yeah, that was a very inspirational quote that Max just said, and yeah, I just yeah, it's so good. Episode four is also amazing. Billy is one of my favorite characters in this show. By the way, one of doesn't mean he's my favorite character. Although he was one of these standouts out here. One of does not mean that he's the best. I love the young community members are confusing what if with one off term like, and then like they don't get it. Maybe I don't know. Well, but yeah. I love Billy in this, and considering how Billy hate each considering how Billy and Max hate each other in season two, I love how Max actually got along with Billy. I like kind of did. I mean, we don't really see them interact, but like with some of these small interactions, I love that Max actually cares about Billy, even if they hate each other in season two. Max actually did grow as a character. Like in every single season, we see that Max actually grows as a character from yeah, she hated Billy and then she grew, and then in season four she became like very mature. I'm very glad that people love Max in season four, but why do people hate Max in season two or three? I don't get it. Maybe people like complain that that Max wanted Elle to break up with Mike. But come on, guys, let's be real. Mike is the most overrated Stranger Things character. I think he's alright. I mean, I loved him in season four. I love how mature he was, especially like when Mike gave Elle that inspirational speech to keep fighting. Yeah, that was the Mike at his best. But I think Mike is more C tier character. Like if you remember my Stranger Things characters tier list ranking in my live stream last Sunday, I put Mike in the C tier, and I think I think that's really where he is, because Mike that's really how Mike is. I mean, I also really liked him in season one, but season two and three is like where he was like, yeah, I had some problems with Mike. And Yeah, and yeah, back to what I was saying, I love how Max actually cares about Billy. I mean, when Billy was infected by the mind flare, I mean, Max really like tried to help him. Like, yeah, and especially when Billy was scared. Yeah, I love how caring Max was. Yeah, yeah, she's so sweet. And when Billy dies in the finale, Max actually mourned for him. Like you see Max actually giving a powerful cry, and it's like Billy's death is actually my favorite scene in the entire in the entire season, because that was beautiful, man. That was so beautiful. And not only that, but that's actually how the plot for season four came along. Season four was basically about like Max's PTSD about Billy's death. That played a huge part in season four. But yeah, we're talking about season three here, and yeah. By the way, speaking of which, that finale is one of the greatest Stranger Things episode. Yeah, probably it's probably my third favorite Stranger Things episode. Right behind the Dear Billy and the piggyback. Yeah, I adore that finale. I mean, it's so good, man. Yeah, I mean the fight against the mind flayer, and then we see yeah, I'm fighting them fighting against Billy and Susie, man. Susie, my god. I remember like Dustin like was trying to build up Susie to yeah, Dustin was trying to build up Susie to be in this season to be like a character, but like everyone was like thinking that Susie was just a fantasy or something. But then in the end of the season, Susie turned out to be real, which is actually which I bet we all saw coming. We all knew that Susie was going to be a real character, and let me tell you, wow, Susie is adorable, man. She is so cute, like nearly as cute as Max, I should say. Honestly, I think she deserved this so much better. I mean, yeah, Susie barely was barely in the show. I mean, she was in two episodes of season four, but and first appeared in the finale. But seriously, that one scene that Susie was in, she absolutely stole the show. She made Dustin like sing "Never Ending Story," and then Dustin like sang it to Susie, because so that Susie can give Dustin the code. And man, seeing Dustin and Susie singing together, wow, what a charming couple. I would maybe how I would have rewrote the season. Dustin should have actually brought in Susie from camp to be with the gang, and Susie could have been the main character, and then Susie could have been my second favorite character, second only behind Max. Maybe even a close second, yeah. But as of now, honestly, no other characters come close to the levels of Max. And yeah, I just love this. And yeah, I just love together singing a Never Ending Story. It's just so adorable. Gaten's voice is incredible, and especially Susie's voice as well. So yeah, man, I love Susie, man. Susie is very underrated. Susie is super underrated. And but yeah, but of course, well, the best thing about this season is this finale is the emotional impact. First of all, yeah, seeing like Hopper was about to die. Now yes, maybe if I watched it the first time, man, I would have straight up cried at Hopper's death. Until it was revealed that Hopper is still alive. Hopper is still alive. In season four. Yeah, that was that was such a beautiful scene to see. Hopper actually heroically sacrificing himself to stop the Russian machine, to stop the Russian scientist project. Man, I love that. And but yeah, Billy's death made me cry. I mean, when Sadie actually cried for Billy's death, I actually cried with her. I think it's because of how incredible Sadie Sink is. Yeah, just powerful acting, man. Wow, I love talking about this season. I think I know why this season is so good. I know why this and season four are the best seasons, because if you guys notice, season three and four actually do have various. They actually have a very similar formula. They're both kind of the same if you think about it. Here's how. The whole concept of like having of characters being split into groups and having different missions that relate to the main plot. Yeah, that's season 4. Two characters die, but two characters die. One of them is really dead, and the other one is actually still alive, but will be alive in the next season. You know how yeah, Billy is basically like Eddie, like how they both actually sacrificed themselves to save everyone, and then they never came back to life. And then Hopper is death. Hopper's death is basically the equivalent of Max's death, where like they actually do die, but they don't really how does it? They both kind of die, but then they're revealed like to be alive in the next season. Yeah, Hopper wasn't still alive, and Hopper technically survived that explosion when we all audiences thought that he died, and that's where Max yeah Max L brought Max to life, but yeah Max actually Max was actually really supposed to die in season 4, but Seisika did not want to stop working with the lovable Stranger Things cast. So yeah, thank you Seisika, so sweet. But yeah, I know I'm talking about season 4 a lot, but you know, guys, I'm actually going to be reviewing. I'm going to be doing a redo review on Stranger Things season 4 on January, aka my birthday. Because I'm gonna be doing my season 4 rewatch marathon on January, 9 days before my birthday. I'll be watching the piggyback on my birthday, and I'll be reviewing season 4 on my 19th birthday. So yeah, and yeah, and that ending is just satisfying as well. I forgot I mentioned that scene where Lucas and Max are singing Neverending Story to tease Dustin. Yeah, first, I think their version is better, is slightly better than Dustin and Susie's version. Yeah, no offense to them, but yeah, that's pretty much the start to Lucas and Max being the best Stranger Things duo. Yeah, I cannot wait to talk about them together. Yeah, and yeah, what a satisfying ending. Um, and 11 being sad for Hopper. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of which, surprisingly, I've never talked about the 11 in this review, but yeah, 11 is an amazing character. She's technically the main character, and I think personally this was 11 at her best, I will say, and she was a badass in this season. But I loved her nearly as much in season 4 as well. So yeah, but I personally prefer Elle in season 3. So overall, Stranger Things season 3 is phenomenal. It's easily the best show of 2019. Move aside The Mandalorian, The Witcher, The Umbrella Academy, and the other one I forgot. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, and Dickinson. Stranger Things season 3 is by far and away the best show of 2019. Period. So, and my second favorite season, second only behind season 4. So with that said, I'm gonna give Stranger Things season 3 at straight up 10 out of 10. So also for my review of Stranger Things season 3, what's your opinion on this season? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review of Enola Holmes 2. Bye guys.